One individual.
What we trying to say, man?
It ain't gonna matter, man.
Hey, but let me tell you what Trump winning. What Trump winning really means is the motherfucker after him. Oh boy, because now everybody got the playbook. Oh, I gotta be. I basically, I gotta be that guy. Game. Yeah. Oh man!
Yeah, and guess who the first person is trying to do that shit?
Kanye. Oh man,
Kanye, he ain't got enough juice, man.
But the good thing is though, like I think we mentioned earlier, Jay Simmons was
Wyclef.
Wyclef. Yeah.
He's from somewhere else though.
Yeah, he's from somewhere.
Haiti.
Yeah, he's from Haiti.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, but Trump being the president allows us to know that a politician doesn't necessarily have to be. You don't have to necessarily be a politician to be president of the United States. Like the black woman who's actually running for president right now, Jade Simmons, she's not a politician. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't know of Jade Simmons because of the two-party system that we operate in right now, where she wasn't invited to the debates, and because she's not a Democrat or a Republican. But if Trump wins again, like y'all saying, it's just gonna open it up for the next motherfucker who come in. But technically, any regular motherfucker, well, he's not a regular motherfucker. He's a rich regular motherfucker, but he's a rich asshole. But it opens up the door for where politicians aren't the only ones who have the ability to become president.
Let me tell you something from the lion's mouth, okay? The names would be non-disclosed, right? But we got to think about. But we got to think it's white people, and they said specifically God-fearing white people. They said, and I quote, "I really started paying attention to that Kanye guy. He has really great values and things like that.
Oh my God.
I started reading up on him. So I know it sounds fucking crazy, but take yourself out of your black community right now. People are starting to former Trump fans are starting to pay attention to what the fuck Kanye West is saying. That's all I'm going to say.
But Kanye...
Think he has a shot?
Kanye is...
We didn't think Trump had a shot. That's what I'm saying.
We didn't think...
We got to start opening our minds up to this potential idea.
But why are we trying to act like Kanye is not smart, right? So
Kanye is smart, yeah.
But people keep trying to discredit him. Oh, he's crazy. He's this. He's not. Okay?
You don't think Kanye is crazy?
I think he putting on a show. Right.
I think he's a definition of crazy.
I think
it don't mean different. I don't think he's retarded.
He's smart.
I think he's an innovator.
But that doesn't mean he's not crazy.
I think he's autistic.
When you go back to the things
that Kanye,
he's autistic.
He probably is.
He's autistic. He's a savant.
So. When we go back to the graduation album and
The Rock,
that Kanye has,
I love that album. Love that album.
He's very intelligent, so I'm not going to discredit Kanye. Okay, even down to him marrying Kim, like I think it's all political.
Strategic.
It's strategic, yeah.
I feel like every time you rewind, it says 4 years ago, like it kind of applies to like the current stage, right? And it was even some things that he was saying on the Joe Rogan podcast where it didn't seem that non-feasible. Maybe it was some things were a little misguided, but I think Kanye embraces that shit. The fact that he says something out into the atmosphere is going to be misguided. People are going to critique it, and then he comes out with a solution from it. You know what I'm saying?
But how much of Trump's base is racist? And they're not going to go for Kanye. They're gonna vote for whatever other Republican candidate they send through.
But bro, this is what I was trying to say earlier is that Donald Trump is not racist.
But his base, he got a base that is.
Yeah, he got a base that's racist, but he's not racist. He's just rich. He only like rich people. Because people are like, man, he hate Mexicans. Bro, he don't really hate Mexicans.
Why is he not?
So how about we replace? Right
now? If he met a rich Mexican person, they'll be friends. You know, like Mexicans say, he feel like they taking money from Americans. If you're not benefiting America, if you're not helping our economy, he don't want you. That's why people say, oh, he hate black people. I see him talk to plenty of rich black men, a rich Mexican man. He's the one who hurt the economy because he's business mindset. He got a loan for $1 million.
Well, I mean, Trump isn't racist. Yeah.
His bitch.
Yeah, I mean, Trump isn't racist. I think he's advantageous. Trump isn't racist. He's advantageous, right? So your question was like, how many of Trump's base is racist, like they're not going to vote for Kanye. Trump is pandering to the racists because it's advantageous to him.
Right.
So let's talk about Kanye. It may not be racist people, but who's going to be advantageous for Kanye?
Not black people.
So you're saying Kanye will pull in some Democrats to replace those racist people that were for Trump?
I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be the opposite of Trump, but the same thing, right? It's gonna be people that don't want a politician, but it's gonna be, Kanye instead. I think they're gonna want to keep this non-politician thing going. It may not be Kanye. I'm just saying.
Like, what party is he gonna represent?
Well, he said the birthday party or something.
Well, I'm under the belief that maybe the whole two-party system might be on the tail end after this election.
And that's a good thing.
If Trump wins, I think it might be on the tail end.
But is that a bad thing, though?
It's not a bad thing.
It has changed throughout history before. Abraham Lincoln, a lot of people think he was a Democrat, but he wasn't. He was a Republican.
Mm-hmm.
So he had the same value that Democrats have now, but every now and then, it'll swap. The last time it swapped was, I believe, during the presidency of the one that came from Georgia. I should know this.
Jimmy Carter.
Jimmy Carter.
Yeah, either Jimmy Carter or the one that was before him. But
I think it was Lyndon B. Johnson.
Yeah,
because Lyndon B. Johnson was a fucking racist, but he was Democrat, right?
yeah. He passed the civil rights stuff. My thought was that if Biden gets in there, and Biden does what Democrats do, which is nothing, and 4 years go by, and we're like
nothing but confuse the standard of
I don't know if Biden can do
4 years. But if 4 years go by and this motherfucker has done nothing, then I feel like we can say, all right, guys, we just had the extreme on that end. Now we got fucking Biden here. This don't work. Let's get something else going. But if it's Trump again, then it's just going to be like Democrats just going to be like, we have to. This is the other thing Democrats have done. You got to realize Democrats have moved. They have inched to the right because so much support has gone to Trump. They were like, well, we have to acquiesce. We have to become basically as close to that as possible. Instead of going far left, they have inched to the right. And so I almost feel like what's going to happen is after Trump, it's going to be, like you said, it's going to be these non-politician types, and then Democrats are going to send up out the bottom, huh? Democrats are going to send up Democrats are going to send up some motherfucking basically Republican, but he's wearing blue, and he's going to appeal to Republicans, but he's going to run as a Democrat, which is basically what Biden is. In a different decade, Biden would have been a Republican. If you look at his
I agree with that.
Yeah,
he's a centrist now.
Right.
Man, a lot of stuff, and then Trump don't really say this. I don't know why he don't, but some stuff that he does, it appeases to black people.
Who, Trump?
Yeah.
Like what?
Let me think. I think one of the policies he put in place was, well, how about when the epidemic happened, and then he wants to give, hey, all you guys get these checks and get this money. But I know, man, I think if Biden or somebody else was president, they'd be like, hell no, I'm not doing that. I'm a politician by heart, so I'm a puppet. Let me just go ahead and do what the last president did or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Trump was like, these niggas need money. Let me go ahead and throw that out there. He's not a puppet. That's one thing I do like about Trump. I'll say he's not a puppet. He does dumb stuff. He says dumb stuff, but he's not a puppet. And I feel like everybody else
appreciate that. Yeah.
Puppet.
I think he is a puppet. I think he tried to act
Who's controlling him? Nobody.
Mitch McConnell.
Behind the scene controlling
Mitch McConnell.
Mitch McConnell is the real president.
Oh shit!
He said it.
She wish she was the president. Fuck out of here.
Mitch McConnell, he said it. They were like the last 2 years of Trump. Last 2 years of Obama's presidency, because the Congress, I can't remember what he's the leader of that shit on the Republican side. And if you don't have the Congress to match the executive branch, then basically they can vote down everything you do. And that's why Obama, they say Obama didn't get shit done, there's a school of thought that everything Obama tried to do was shot down by Mitch McConnell and the Republican Senate. And Mitch McConnell has said as much. He said, "Yeah, I was the president those last 2 years."
Power.
That's who has the real power, right? And that's why the system's fucked up, because you put a president in, but you don't get the Senate, then nothing happens. It's just a big stalemate.
I don't know if I agree with that. The only reason is if we let the president do whatever he wants, then he's a monarch. He's a king, and we shouldn't let one person dictate what we should do as a whole. So I like that we have people that represent us. We have the Senate,
right,
and the House.
You're right. It's just like people vote for the presidency, and then come 2 years later, they don't vote for the Senate shit.
I think they get rid of the presidents.
Right, and that's the problem right there. Is voting
I've heard that.
the Senate and voting for the House.
Yeah, they don't show up for that next one because they don't have the marketing dollars behind it.
And they don't know anything about it. People are like, what the hell are you talking about? I guarantee the people watching this right now or later will be like, what the hell are they talking about?
Hey, Mark, can you look up if was it Warnock, the black dude, the pastor or something, if in Georgia?
Oh, yeah. If he's running,
Raphael.
You trying to see if he won?
Yeah, we might go red, but maybe he'll get in there as a Georgia Senate.
What about on Ossoff?
I don't think Ossoff's gonna get in there.
Yeah, Purdue's up 55% to 42% on John. Yeah, Purdue gonna stay in that position, man.
Purdue was in there when we was in middle school, boy.
Bro, he ain't never leaving. He ain't never leaving.
So how long can you? What is it, like 15 to 21 years or something like that?
No, about the Senate.
Senate.
About the Senate, man.
With the House, I mean, yeah, it's less.
That's
with the Senate, you could be you got to be older too.
Yeah, I feel like you can be in there like lifelong, because that's what fucks them up, because they start campaigning. They start they're not worried about their constituency. They're worried about getting reelected or whatever the fuck. They don't care about what the people saying. They just want to make sure they get reelected again. But I think the judicial branch is lifelong, because they have the same ever. Judicial branch, since,
my God.
Like you said, since I was in middle school, I'm like, that he's still there.
Yeah, we can't even vote on that. Man,
you gotta assassinate them niggas.
What? I will say this: Trump,
they're making good money.
In a way, Trump is in his own pocket, because the Republican Party has really become the Trump Party, and in that sense, he is kind of writing his own ticket. Because it's like, if you ain't on his wave, you out of there. And I respect it to some extent, but then you got to think of the long-term consequences of that kind of thing. It's like a dictator.
So
I think he just says a lot of things that he thinks, or says a lot of things that the party, like the Republicans, want to hear. Not that he's really for those things or he's going to really implement them, but it sounds good, right? Because I'll never forget back in, what was it, 94 or something, when Trump said if he ever ran for president, he would run as a Republican because they're the dumbest.
Yeah, he gets the people going. Jesse Lee Peterson says that he's the great white hope.
That's your boy, ain't it, James?
That's James' boy, man.
Oh, man.
You know what? I don't think I know a bigger troll than
James.
You guys ever heard of Kobe Covington?
I don't claim that dude.
Kobe Covington. No.
Kobe Covington, you can look him up if you want. He's a UFC fighter who's about to fight for the UFC belt, who have fought for the belt before, and he was talking about all the NBA players that was kneeling down during the national anthem. He was talking about LeBron. He was talking about KD. The president called him after he won his fight during an interview. He was on the phone with Trump, and he's talking about, yeah, all y'all that think Black Lives Matter, man, y'all suck, and all that. He's saying all this stuff live, bro. And I'm just like
So white dude.
Yeah.